Alright, hi guys. So today, it's every other Wednesday, and we're back here working with hashtag DeathWedge, the X1 land speed project that we have. Today we took the motor out of my garage this morning and brought it down here to the shop, Throttle Works, down in Garden City, Idaho. And yeah, we're going to take that, kind of clean it up a little bit, and dry fit it to the transmission that we got a couple weeks ago, and make sure that everything can kind of come together, and hopefully kind of, if we have time, sort of stick it in the back and kind of rough out how it's going to fit exactly, and kind of get an idea of how we're going to do motor mounts and things like that. So pretty simple and straightforward day, and it's a little bit nicer than last time when we were just measuring cage stuff. And this is also going to be kind of helpful for those of you guys who have MultiAirs. And I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to fit up and everything, because hey, maybe some of you might end up putting 6 speeds out of a Dodge into your Abarths, which would be really cool. So yeah, we're going to see how all that builds up and fits together, and then we'll go from there today. Ready, set, go. I wasn't planning on putting AC in the car.
Perfect. Only bitches run AC.
Hey man, there have been times in my MR2, like at the hill climb, oh my god, what I wouldn't give for the AC sometimes.
Yeah. Lucky for you, I wouldn't do that to you and put AC on that thing.
I know, but man.
First of all,
when you got it
with the turbo anyways.
Yeah, but when you gotta have like all your windows up and stuff, it is so hot. Jacket, jeans, helmet, the whole 9 yards.
Thing's gonna be a pain in the butt.
I knew Andrew had to be here.
Hey.
When you see somebody on the driving a car that has an MR2 that says the risk is worth the reward, can only be one person.
Oh,
I know,
yeah,
guy.
Fiat
Where's your
MR2
sticker?
Some of us represent.
Car.
First of all, which broken car? Second of all, it's on the wrong car.
Yeah. What is this?
This is out of my crashed old Abarth and is going to go into the X.
Nice.
I was going to say, do you remember last fall when we were all sitting around the table after down at the UMC and you decided that I was insane?
Talked about.
Oh, the craziness is also back there on car dollies right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you...
Invest in safety gear.
I won't die.
Yet.
Shut up. Why does nobody have faith in me around here? But see, here's the thing. Like, when I was down in Buell last week with the Panda, everybody there thought it was a legit idea. Like, nobody thought I was insane. All right, so what are we actually doing here? Pretty much we are stripping down all of the sort of peripheral bits of the motor. So kind of starting with like the wiring harness and then going down kind of from there, you know, until eventually getting to the like the alternator and things like that, being able to pull all that off. Once we have all of that stripped down, then we can lower the motor back down onto the pallet and then sort of dry fit it to the transmission and get an idea of what the measurements will be for it, so that we can take that back to the car and measure that against the size of the engine compartment in the X1 and get a sense of how we're going to make it fit into the car, because obviously, you know, this is a modern motor going into a very, very small vintage car, so we have to kind of have an idea of how it's going to fit, what we're going to kind of need to massage, tweak, and move, and all of that. So just stripping things down and getting it ready to be on the pallet and hooked up. Hey guys, as you can kind of see behind me, we have tranny bolted-ish to the motor. There's at least a few bolts in, so they're connected enough for now. We're going to take some measurements off of this, and then we're going to go back to the X and start kind of looking at how we're going to smush all of this into the back.
So you're the man, Greg.
Because we love you and appreciate you.
Oh, I mean, I love the guy, but I didn't say anything about appreciation. Right. Like going back to a street car after it breaks records.
It's Robbie, it's not me.
Robbie doesn't know.
Yeah, I know, but I have to be able to tell him that at the end of all of this shenanigans and nonsense,
That
Not that you won't be able to drive
he bitches enough about the RX-7. Think about it that way.
as far as noise.
noise, harshness.
You're saying,
Rubber mount.
are you at the back of the car?
Yes. No, this is.
This is front.
So yeah, you're at the
Yeah,
back
so.
of the car.
No. This.
This is the. Can we trust
So
me?
this-
This is the front side over here.
This
Thank
would be
you.
This would be the front of the car.
No,
that's-
dude.
Okay, yeah, that is front of the car. Yeah.
Listen to me for once in your life.
I'm on the wrong
Watch
side
the heart
right
now.
Fuck you, Rory.
I was talking about him, not me.
Oh, okay. Heart shapes. I take it back. I'm not worried about you being sensitive. I just don't like to be a dick if it's
Well-
unnecessary.
There's a time and place.
Like I said, if it's unnecessary. Why does everybody call my shit cute? Ah,
Because it is.
no.
In comparison.
Not
to
everything in the world needs to be a V12.
LSs are V8s.
I'm pointing at this one who has.
Really.
Yeah, I'm pointing at this one who's had a V12.
I have.
Yeah, Robbie was shopping for wheels last night, and I kept having to bite my tongue so hard it's not even funny.
Only need to be this wide, buddy.
Well, that's the thing. He's like, I want to put 8 inches on the back of him, and I'm just like, "Gah." Can't say anything. I can't say anything.
Looking to join Red Bull Racing and
You're not on camera, dumbass.
I can see me in there.
No. Well,
See? So,
Fuck
shout out
you.
to Honda.
no, not shout out to Honda because this is Fiat shit. You take your Honda shit elsewhere.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee is fine, but you take your Honda garbage elsewhere. I didn't want to hear that.
Just trying to score a seat on Red Bull, okay?
Fuck Red Bull.
Oh, you and your fucking... Yeah. Put your Fiat back together. At least Red Bull has a chance for the championship.
Fuck you. You know I support Alfa Romeo even though it's Sauber because it's the closest thing to Fiat. I don't give a shit if they're in contention for the championship or not. Dude, I used to support Ferrari, but guess what? Alfa Romeo is more Fiat than Ferrari, so I switched to Alfa Romeo. No, not because of Kimi.
You love Kimi.
I like Kimi, but I don't love Kimi.
Well,
Okay, yes, everybody loves Kimi, but aside from the Kimi fact, it's the Fiat factor. Have you seen how cute Kimi is? I'd love him. Wait, I do love him a little bit too.
he's not that cute.
Fuck you. He was really cute when he was young.
He's a dude, so of course I think he's cute. I'm a Max Verstappen fan, what can I say?
Ew. Gross.
I never said he was cute.
I know what I'm doing. Stop talking to me.
See, that's why Kimi is like my spirit animal. Anyway, now that we've gotten over arguing about F1 and his Red Bull disgustingness versus my support of Alfa Romeo, because obviously closest to Fiat, so we went back and kind of fiddled around a little bit with the X1 itself and took some measurements to see if it'll fit. It will fit so close, it's not even funny, but it will fit in theory. We're probably gonna have to like modify some of the lower control arms back there and some other little bits and pieces, but we'll get there. So for now, I'm going to put my parts back together, and then we're gonna clean up all of our mess over here, and we should be done for the day. So as ever, be sure to check us out on Instagram, #DeathWedge. I mean, like, subscribe, all of this for this channel. Be sure to go check out ThrottleWorks on Instagram as well, at ThrottleWorks. That's where we are here. There's so much cool stuff. Yeah, and they have a great Instagram. It's full of eye candy all the time, so be sure to give them a like too. So I will see you in 2 weeks. There you go.
Here we're using the big old Milwaukee M18 half-inch impact. This bad boy does all the torques, and I could use a sponsorship for more quality Milwaukee tools. Also, she could use some Milwaukee tools as well. Sponsor us.
Sponsor us.